and allegedly held her hostage for an hour until they were picked up by Robinson's dad, Abdul Robinson Sr. Police say security video shows Abdul Robinson Sr. escape after the killing. Barner took a plea deal, and Abdul Robinson Sr. is charged with accessory after the testify against his son during the trial, and also charged with first-degree murder is Abdul Robinson Jr. He, however, is going to be tried separately.
Scotty and Butter.
So that would be Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner?
Yes.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go give Scotty a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Is Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Do you recall what Abdul Jr., when you viewed that recording, recognized the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
See your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today.
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing?
He's sitting between the two lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
Your family, Mr. Robinson. That's what we just heard, right?
Yes.
I guess you love yourself. Right? Yes or no, sir?
Of course. Self-love first, right?
Over your children.
That's the law of nature. Love yourself first.
Okay. You're cooperating in this case, correct, sir?
Correct.
This is not your first cooperation, is it?
No.
You've somewhat made a career out of it, have you not?
I wouldn't say career.
Well, you first testified against an officer. This was dramatically reduced, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it true that before you talked to the federal government, what you were facing back in 1999, you could have gotten up to life imprisonment, correct?
Yes.
So pretty good deal you made for yourself.
Yeah.
You've also worked as a confidential informant for police, haven't you?
Yep.
And you're cooperating in this particular case because it will help you, right?
Right.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and first and foremost, I do want to send condolences to the families, loved ones, and close friends connected to this storyline. Both sides lost somebody that they loved and cared about, and it's people who ain't got nothing to do with what went down or transpired, who still got that person that they miss and love. So most definitely how all this played out just with them losing somebody, I hate to see this happen overall, man. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning and full at from Jacksonville 4, also First Coast News and Fox 30, as we seen what went down. The father went in, and it shocked a lot of people to see this in real live time, where a father is taking a stand on not just his two sons, his nephew as well, and his family. Like, not just one son, both his sons, one of them being his junior, and also a family member related to them. So seeing that happened, that was crazy. Well, Boosie jumped out there on it and went directly to it, as he had been speaking out against it throughout the years once it first broke into the news a few years back. And for the last few days, he been going to the ground. God, what has this world come to? Your own flesh and blood. Then he came back the next day and said, hey, this ish hurt me. I can't lie. This is some sucker ish. This some cold ish. Then he came back and said, this about to start daddies ratting on their kids, the daddy rat game. And the main excuse will be, I was saving his life so he didn't end up dead. The daddy rat gang. The daddy's about to start getting the reward money for the son's capture. Then after that, they gonna come with the reality show. Son, you deserve it. Shaking my head. And those photos started circulating last week on Twitter that I had seen with him and his son, because he had done time before already. As you heard, he had been working as a CI with the federal government. He'd been through this before, and as he said right there, he's putting himself first. And he has a video out that got put up. It's an old video, old footage. They found him speaking against snitching and addressing his snitching allegations, about understanding, and saying he never told before. But in real time, he told on both his sons, his nephew, to save himself, as he said right there. Now, true, they called him after the fact. That's what he's charged with. But you got into the mix. You raised your sons a certain way. You come from this lifestyle as well. Man, doing this, bro, people are going to say, like, hey, dog, how you going to do something like that? And, man, I know this ain't the first time that this didn't happen. This probably won't be the last. This has happened before. Let's keep it a band. But when it go down like this and you can see it in real time, it's no, oh, you could give an opinion about what happened, but it's no denying what happened. It's no, let's have a debate about it, or there's a gray area. There is no gray area here. Bro went up there and he did that, man, and said, you know, he got other kids out here. He want to be there for him and his health, but it's like, bro, he even said himself in one of the deposition things that he knew and understood as they brought it to him, like, hey, doing this is worse than kind of like just straight up killing your kid in a way, because you're setting them up for death in a way, like you know that they're going to die. Is that like worse than just almost killing your kid? And he said, yeah, he agreed to it. Like, I know what I'm doing here. And he was emotional at one point in time, but that's a crazy one right there. Boosie just spoke out on it, and I came to tap back in. I'm like, that's heartbreaking now, bro. And, you know, just to speak to the real, the truth or reality, bro, I can't tell nobody how to feel about losing a family member with the alleged storyline with it. Revenge was the motive, and to my understanding, from dissing a deceased family member. I can't tell nobody how to react in them type of situations, but I do know, bro, we seeing this time and time again, dog, boys losing their life to this system, going into these cages, going into being a owned piece of property by the state or the federal government in some cases. That's not for us, bro. And I know it's easier said than done. If you gotta do what you gotta do, and you make your own decision, but y'all see the results of these things. Somebody gonna tell they other partner, he corroborated, the daddy corroborated. This is what be going on. And then it's always gonna be some ones that's gonna hold it down and just say, hey, bro, I ain't finna say nothing. I was with it. Hey, I'm gonna take accountability and responsibility as a man. This ain't got nothing to do with the streets. I made a decision. I ain't gonna tell on you to go save myself. But a lot of times people say, well, nah, bro, I'm finna tell on this dude to save myself. This is not being done because it's the right thing to do. It's because I messed up, I got caught, and I don't want to go to prison for it. Nobody wants to go to prison for it, but some dudes, they make the decision, hey, prison might be the end game here. I'm cool with that. I got to accept that. And under no circumstances do I cooperate on somebody else for that. But it's a lot of these situations here, y'all. You see what happens when it get real in the field. Time and time again, we see in these trials, we see in these court cases revealed the connection with hip-hop. We got a lot of artists coming up out the streets now directly from the lifestyle, and then being able to find a way to put it on wax so we see things get played out. I just say this, bro, your family love you. They care about you, bro. They don't want to see you dead. They don't want to see you going to prison. If you can avoid it, bro, without the capital C's, controversy, chaos, confusion, conflict, and confrontation, to be a part of the conversation, to keep the algorithm in rotation, and we added crashing out to that situation. Just try to avoid it, bro. Ain't nothing more wealthy or more priceless than your freedom. 1000, stay on your pivot.